Well, here we are on YouTube, and here we are on Twitch, and that's kind of the places that we are. And I'm stuttering through my words, Ryan. You're going to have to help me out here.
You're doing a great job, Nathan. I'm really proud of it. This is a big show. This is not, I want to say long in the sense of like, I think it's about an hour and 45 minutes almost, hour and 40 minutes of songs. So that's great. That's a true full-blown cover concert. Mm-hmm. This is a Patreon request from one of our faithful, active, amazing ladies from our channel, Christina. I was supposed to say Patreon for some reason. Christina, thank you so much for giving us. This is a big one. That's what she said. I am so sorry. I can't. You're not supposed to tag your own. I know. I can't help it. Okay. So this is McFly Live in Rio 2022, and we specifically asked for if we're gonna do any more McFly because they're young. They were young when they started.
Yeah.
But they're older now, of course. They've almost been around for 20 years already, I believe. But we really wanted to see how do they sound now as a band. And my goodness, we're going to get this whole thing. We did Corrupted from the same performance. So I think it was during that song where like, hey, it was really cool to hear them play the way they sound now. And we're going to get a lot of songs from the discography here. And Christina sent us an actual, like, the name of the song and then the album that it came from and when that album was released.
Oh, so you'll have the playlist in front of you?
I have it in front of me here, yes.
Okay.
Now, I might get some of the things wrong, so Christina will guide us through if I get it wrong. So the first part is going to be called Intro. So it's going to be the intro. And then the song Red will come on. Okay. And that song is from the album The Lost Songs from 2019. So a fairly recent song in and of itself. So just a few years ago. So there you go. Excellent. So we'll stop after each performance, of course, and talk about our feeling of the song and of the performance we saw when they played the song. Anything else you want to add to that?
No, that sounds great. Let's do it.
Okay. All right.
Here goes. Wow.
That's a good sized crowd, yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. That's a great song. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What a good song.
That's a great opener. And I will try to help guide both of us through this process here. So The Lost Songs is actually a collection of demo recordings. So thus they're called The Lost. So these were this song Red was never officially on a studio album.
Oh, okay.
It was part of that collection of songs that were demos. So what an interesting way to open the concert with that. So this was released. That song itself was recorded between the years of 2011 and 2013, but it was released on this McFly, The Lost Songs in 2020 of July. But yeah, that's a great. It's amazing that song never quite made it on an album and this is what I'll say with McFly already with this song and this performance. I feel like this show, what it's going to show us is a real, that sound. I noticed with the song Corrupted. I don't know if the heavy, I don't want to use the word heavy. It's going to be heavy for Ryan, heavy metal. But there seems to be something there's a more mature, heavy, very tight sounding band right now.
Yeah. I feel like the other McFly we've seen is a little more surf rock. Kind of mellow, almost like faster rock, but that's not it sounded a little more boy bandish, like the stuff we've seen before.
Because they were much younger stuff.
Yeah, and it's interesting that song was written. I suspect here's what happened. That song was written, and they were like, "Yeah, that's not the style we're doing right now, But we'll record it or we'll use it later, kind of a thing." And it's almost like as they matured, they went back and said, "Hey, that song kind of fits where we're at now." Yeah.
Okay, because that's fair.
The other thing I want to know, I want to know some band member names, because we haven't really figured them out entirely. Because the one that I like the most, the kid with the glasses, the guitarist, he looks so much like a kid I taught in high school.
Oh,
maybe I've said that before.
All right. Yeah, Christine, let us know the name. The singer without the instrument. I know he plays guitar as well. Singer. So for the sake of the first song, singer, bassist.
Tom Fletcher. Okay.
Singer, bassist, drummer, and guitarist. Yeah, and then put who's next to each name. Singer's Tom. Okay, just so we can. Okay. All right. Awesome stuff. Yeah. So the next song, Nathan, is called. Yeah, great song, but I love the guitar work. What a great opener. It gets the crowd going, bouncing on their feet, lots of energy. Yeah, because there's probably one or two people that brought their friends to the show, right? So like us, this is a great opening song. It gets everyone into it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next song is called "One for the Radio" from the album Radioactive in 2008. So here we go.
Okay.
Nice me.
I think Tom's my favorite.
Okay.
He's so
he's
far.
fun.
He just like, I guess it's because he reminds me so much of this kid that I taught years ago, who is a musician now. Who's like very, very talented drummer, guitarist, really like kind of a all around kid. He knows the music industry well now, and yeah, he looks like him. He looks so much like him. Yeah.
Allie's in our chat, and she just wanted to point out that Aunt Becky likes Tom more than me. Like, why would you have to say that? What does that do to me? I don't understand why you would have to.
I think I like Tom more than you.
Well, see, why would you have to say that somebody likes somebody more than me? Well, I don't. Oh,
Because it's all about comparing. It's all about comparing.
Yeah, well, apparently. I mean, nobody asked. I mean, if I asked, does Aunt Becky like Tom more than me, then I would have accepted the answer. But it was voluntarily told me with. Okay. Thank you, I guess. Well, yeah, I can't sing or play any music or anything, so I don't know what, I just do a stupid channel about these guys, but yeah. It kind of stung me a little bit, but all right. So Christina had this to say, though, about the song. She said that song was written about the people who would listen to their songs and then deny they were a fan, like a guilty pleasure.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that they had enough fans that they openly admit that they like them, so they don't care, and they'll look the same in the dark. Ah, I see. Mm-hmm. The fans in the crowd. Okay.
Like the people that pop in and go like, oh, McFly, no. I like their music.
No, there's no backtracking. Aunt Becky, there's no backtracking. She says that she still loves me, but she's loved Tom longer. It doesn't matter. It's over. It's fine. Tom, yeah. He can sing and play guitar. I know. It's just, okay. Anyways, yeah, that's a fun song. I was thinking during that song, actually, like, this is going to be a very easy... Again, I kind of feel bad when we take money from people because when it's very easy for us, like, I have no problem. Like, I'm enjoying just watching this concert. It's a fun concert. This is going to be a very easy watch. So sometimes we listen to things, as you know, and we'll listen to things that we have to really break things down sometimes. But this is a very... It doesn't mean it's bad, but there's just some things that aren't as easy to get into, or we have to take a break a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, the only reason why we're doing part one today is just, one, we don't want to exhaust ourselves, and two, but this is a very easy so far, so which is a good sign. All right, so the next song, Nathan, you ready?
Ready.
The next song is called Star Girl, and it's from their album before this one, called A Motion in the Ocean, and Star Girl was the second single from that album. So here we go.
What year was that?
Great question, Nathan. I just had the page open. It was released in 2006.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yes, we're going back even. Uranus.
Because it makes no sense at all. Houston, we got a problem. Ground control could have stopped them. I wonder why you never asked me to stay. Why? Where did the lights go with me? Suffer the sun as it starts to rise.
That's a great song because I guess what I'm starting to pick up now is like they seem to have a lot of fun on stage as a band. And I think that shows. Like every once in a while you watch certain bands and it's like the front man and maybe the guitarist will like have fun together. But you know, sometimes they just kind of like they just go to their own space and do their thing. Or sometimes it's just the front man and it's like nobody else seems to be having fun. They're just doing their thing off on the side. Whereas they seem to interact a lot. Even the bassist is like singing the lyrics. He doesn't have a microphone in front of himself, but he's like smiling and singing away. So it shows a lot of how much they love performing and being in this environment. It'll be interesting to see if that carries through the whole performance. Like by the end, are they all still like kind of trading duties and moving around and yeah.
You said duty.
Yeah, I knew you'd say that.
What? What did I say? I don't understand.
You said duty. That's what you said.
Good. Ellie's in trouble with Aunt Becky. Good. Okay. Yeah. I mean, again, I don't want to sound like I'm repeating myself because it's like this is a fun song. This is a fun concert. Yeah. So far, I'm really digging these guys, and I'm glad I've got this track list of the songs because now I can go to my phone and add the song to my phone with the McFly playlist. So this is great. I'm going to get like almost 2 hours of music now. So this is fantastic. Again, this is a song that I think benefits from hearing them live a little bit later their stage. I suspect the studio version, it would have been 16 years ago, which is, it's a bit time ago. They were much younger back then. So, but still, I like seeing them perform this live. I think even better than I would if I just listened to it for the first time as a studio version. So this is great. This is the perfect timing of this concert. The 2022 performance. They got a big catalog behind them, and they're playing their hits. This is like the best way to introduce someone to the band in some way. So, the next song, Nathan, is another single from the same album called "Friday Night." All right,
okay.
Let's do it.
All right. Very Van Halen.
Does it feel like a Friday night? Sleeping through the day 'cause I work all night. Get out the way, things are coming alive. Look over there, another fight. I guess I should have seen the one inside.
So, I mean, I think we mentioned this in an earlier video, how main singer or the lead singer there was that Dougie? No,
The lead singer's Tom, I think.
I thought Tom was the guitarist.
Oh, who? Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay.
Danny. Okay, Danny. So,
Who's what? No, who's who now? Danny's the singer. Oh, my bad.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Main
Danny
singer.
gives off a lot of Bruce Springsteen vibes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And like other songs, not so much, but this one I felt it a little bit more. His like just energy, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I think that's
Bruce
the part.
Springsteen. Yeah.
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 And I think it might have been Christina that told us that that's one of his like he looks up to Bruce.
That's probably why I like Danny the most. I like Danny the most. He's my favorite.
Oh well, my Tom is gonna beat up your Danny.
I love that energy that Danny gives. Totally agree. And the great yell singing that he does. He does a very great yell sing. I don't know what you call that, but that it's hard to do. Think about how hard it actually is to do, to raise your voice, like to yell, but it not sound like you're yelling. I don't know how to explain it, but wow, but to make it to be able to project that it's without a big sound. What's he like?
Without destroying your voice. Like that's the other thing
Yeah.
is a lot of singers have to figure out how not to destroy their voice every night while they're going on tour or whatever.
Sure.
And so I mean I'm on team Tom, but like Dougie.
They're all great. They're all great. But
Danny,
just like any art,
yeah, Danny. I just noticed him more in that one, and
Sure.
like I can tell he's got just a ton of energy. So, like I say, we're only 15 minutes into this, still an hour and 28. We'll see if they've still got that energy by the end. That'll be a real sign of a band that loves performing is if they're still the same energy by the end.
Okay, so Danny's considered lead guitar and lead vocals. Tom is rhythm guitar and lead vocals.
Oh.
Harry is drums, is that right? Or is it a different drummer now? Is it
Harry drums, yeah.
Yeah, Harry drums and Dougie is bass.
Dougie's bass. Okay.
And we know that Dougie does sing too and does a great job as well, but he just hasn't yet, like other than backing vocals, because I know the song Corrupted, I believe the old 3 sang at some point.
That's right.
Speaking of Dougie, I think he does a bass solo, I think, in this next performance, if I saw the notes correctly. The song is called Lies. We're back to the album Radioactive from 2008, and Lies was the second single from this album. All right.
Okay.
He was all
Okay, did that not give off a lot of James Bond kind of vibes with the just the way that the chords moved? It felt very James Bondy to me. I don't know.
Oh, interesting. I didn't. Yes, I thought the same thing. No, I didn't catch that, but I liked it a lot. Okay, great, another great song. I can see why. I think we're going to hear a lot of singles, which is, like I said, this is cool. When you have, like any band, when you have a certain amount of career discography, you kind of just they're almost become like a legacy band in their own right. Been together almost 20 years, and it's like you just start. Yeah, people come to hear the hits. They come to hear what they've been listening to for years on the radio and what have you. So it's kind of lucky for us. We're hearing all these singles, and things that were on the radio. I haven't said it yet, but I love. Well, we've said it in other videos, but I love their back and forth. I love the shared vocal work is so much fun. Like, it's Danny singing. Oh, it's Tom singing. Oh, it's Danny. Like, and I love that. I love how they both add their different melody and flavor and sound. It just makes it more interesting. You know, because you do have Tom's character. He's fun. He's goofy and nerdy, and then you got the energy of a Bruce Springsteen channel through Dan, with a little bit deeper voice and growly type voice, like a raspier type, and Tom's a little bit cleaner, like a smoother vocal, and Danny's a little bit more like yell, like that Bruce Springsteen gravel voice, and it's a perfect kind of like juxtaposition between the two singers to add that. And the melodies are great. The back and forth is great. Obviously they've got this down to a T at this point in their career.
You know, it's kind of odd to me. I'm sure McFly as a band wonders this. Maybe not in their heyday when they were, more popular, meaning like more people were like, oh yeah, McFly. It feels like we're at the very tail end of this, meaning like we're they were probably a whole lot more popular when they were kind of in the middle of that. I wonder if they wonder why, because we're watching this and I'm like, there should be we should have our whole Twitch filled here with people right now. Like that's how good their music is. Their music is strong enough that, like, whether you're a McFly fan or not, you know what I mean? It's almost like the music's strong enough that they should be able to gather the crowds, and obviously they do. And from the fans from the past, it's just
you're right. This is a band that needs to be bigger than they are. Well, it says here they sold out in the O2. That's the big arena in England or the UK. I would suspect, yes, they're probably bigger in their native land, I would say. Let us know in the chat. Obviously, they're not... Yeah, it says they're not very known outside of Europe. Rio, of course, South America. What a great crowd. The South Americans, they love rock and roll. They just love rock and roll. So they're a great crowd. And this is a great crowd, great energy. They're all singing, all dancing in the crowd. They're singing every lyric of every song. And that's a great... No wonder they use this as official concert footage, right? This is a great crowd singing the songs. But I was thinking exactly that, Nathan. It's fine. I'm glad you brought that up. On Wikipedia, they're referred to as or when I Googled them, like if you Google McFly, it comes up as a pop band. And I think that's very unfair.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're playing, I don't know what to call it, because it's like, they're playing rock and roll. This is like, if you listen to Kiss, go listen to Kiss songs. Is Kiss a pop band? I want to rock and roll all night and party every day. Think about that for a second. Now, they're playing instruments. They're all playing bass, guitar, drums. So there.
Yeah.
But they're not ever called a pop band. But all of their songs are pop songs. If you want to call... McFly is actually a heavier band in many ways than Kiss. So, now... And that's neither an insult to Kiss or a compliment necessarily to McFly, but I think they maybe have been mislabeled. Or they might seem like a boy band because they all sing, but this is actually just like modern day Kiss and mixed with Bon Jovi. You know, this is like, and I was thinking about that this is like almost like a heavier version of Bon Jovi. It's the same thing. Like Bon Jovi's never called a pop band, but they play. It's really, like You Gave Love a Bad Name. Those are pop songs.
Yeah.
With guitar playing. And so I think this is very much the idea of what's going on here.
So then, here's what I suspect. This is my guess.
What do you suspect?
I suspect that the stuff in the studio probably sounds more pop than what we're seeing here. If anything, they may have evolved into that more rock sound. as they got older, they just enjoyed that and making it that sound on stage, and that the stuff in the studio probably sounds a little more pop like. Yeah, that's my guess.
Okay, yeah.
No.
All right.
Okay, ready? What's the next one?
Well, Nathan, I'm glad you asked. We're going back in time just a little bit more here. Ooh. We're going to their first album.
First album?
Yeah, this is the second single from their first album. Obviously.
Duh. Oh, it's called Obviously. Oh.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
You got me there. You got me there. You got me there. All right.
There you go.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
What's up?
That's Dougie.
Hey!
Yeah.
Seems like we saved the best show till last. Fuck yeah, Rio! Rio, Rio, Rio!
It took that one fast.
You're all extremely hot. In every sense. This is the sexiest place on earth. This song's for you.
Oh, acoustic guitar.
Recently I've been singing. She's got a boyfriend. He drives around the bed. 'Cause he's 23. He's in the Marines. He killed me. But so many nights now I find myself thinking about her now. Let me go! 'Cause obviously she's out of my league. But how can I win? She keeps dragging me in. And I know I won't. But no, I never will be good enough for her. I gotta escape now. Get on a plane now, yeah. And out to LA, and that's where I'll stay for 2 years. Put it behind me, put it behind me. Go to a place where she can't find me. Oh, 'cause obviously she's out of my league. I'm wasting my time 'cause she'll never be mine. And I say yeah. No, I never will be good enough for her. Let's go. She's out of my hands, and I never know where I stand. 'Cause I'm not good enough for her. Good enough for her. Enough for her.
Good harmony.
Good enough for her. Ready to sing? Because obviously she's out of my league. But how can I win? She keeps dragging me in. And I know I never will be regarded. 'Cause obviously she's out of my league. I'm wasting my time 'cause she'll never be mine. And I know I never will be good enough for her. No. That's how you do it, Michelle.
That song kind of... You're muted. That song kind of reminded me of... what's the band? The Scottish band.
Hey, I was the replacements or the Proclaimers?
The Proclaimers. Yeah, just that kind of like dun 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 dun. You got to see. There's a movie called Sunshine over Leith or on Leith, and it's kind of an homage to the Proclaimers. It's a great little film. They only use Proclaimers songs in the whole film. It's anyway, and it kind of reminded me of that kind of fun style, and they're like that a little bit. Sometimes they become that way on stage. I've seen them a few times, not live, but I've seen some of their live stuff.
And I would like
500 miles and I would 500 more.
Anyways, yeah, I love the acoustic work. That was nice. It was interesting for the first album. It's a more, I would say, mature is not the right word, but it's like a kind of, it's a good concert placement. It's a little bit slowed down a little bit. And we've gone high energy. Now we're just, it's kind of a sing along song. Calms the crowd down just a tad, and then we get going back up again. Fun stuff.
These guys are from Australia, yeah.
No, I think they're UK.
Are they UK? Okay, for some reason I thought they were Australian.
I could be wrong. Let us know in the comments, but I think we're wrong. Okay, so the next song, Nathan. Josephine. Now, this one is also from the Lost Songs collection. So there you go. Another demo played live and properly. No demo here. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, they're from the UK, England. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Mia's here. Mia.
There was a time when I was your boyfriend. I should have listened. Listen when you said, won't you love me a little more. Yep. Fresh out of high school, I thought I was so cool.
We got old 50s, 60s song.
Instead I ignored you when you said love me.
Is there someone playing keyboards that I can't see?
I don't know what to say. I let you slip away, Josephine. I just wanna feel close to me. Can't you see a little close to me? Yeah, Josephine. I wish I had a time machine. Take it back to how it used to be. Oh,
of the songs we've heard so far. I mean, I'm
Right.
really enjoying. Let me preface it with this. I'm really enjoying all of these songs, but of the songs we've heard so far, that's my favorite.
Yeah, mine too. It's that we're getting to that part, or what we suspected with the band, with the early stuff, that it's fun, that pop punk sound. We love it. It's fun. But this is another quote unquote lost track or never released on an album. It might be a song that they could have easily released in these later years. But yeah, it's that mature, older band sound, which of course we're gonna like as 45-plus-year-old. What are we, 47 now? Like,
47.
yeah, this is really rock and roll. Like, and I love rock and roll. Like, I as you know, when it comes down to it, my favorite music is just plain and simple rock and roll.
Yeah.
Guitar, drums, bass, singing, guitar solos. So it hits all those things here. A great vocal work. I love that sound. That's a great song. Yeah, and any song when you just name it after a girl is always good. I love it. It had this old school sound, and then it just mixed with the sound of how they sound today. Yeah, totally agree. Great song.
I almost think that they went, let's take a girl's name that doesn't get enough airtime and let's make it cool. Because that name Josephine, I can't name you a single person I know named Josephine.
No.
So to take that name and like create a good song, that, because it's a great song, like to like give that, if your name is Josephine, you better find that song, because that's like an homage to every Josephine out there. Gives them some hope.
Yes, agreed. Yeah, that's a great song. This is just a great concert. I like I said, I'm loving this. This is so easy for us. So, I mean, if anyone would ask me how would I feel about doing McFly for a couple hours, I'd say I'll be okay.
Yeah.
I'd be okay. Oh, Nathan, the next song is called "I'll Be Okay." I got you again.
Jeez, I should have seen it coming. I can't believe you got me on that one. I don't have anything I can do that to you with, so.
It's fair. No, but that's my game to you. Okay, that's okay.
Oh.
This is from their album. We haven't heard anything from this album yet. This was from their album that came out in 2005. This is our first song to hear from it, called Wonderland. Oh, it's a winter wonderland right now. It's Christmas time. So, All right, you ready?
Yeah. Sleigh bells ring. Almost like Sweet Child of Mine. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Yeah, that was a good song. That feels a little more of a classic McFly song. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
the,
Yeah.
the beat kind of has that sound to it. Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't really thinking of much when I was listening to that song. I was kind of like, yeah, it's a good song. But nothing really came to mind on that one.
Oh, yeah. I think that's like I said, I think if you're a McFly fan, that would be a classic McFly song. Performed very well live. Crowd's just into every song. You talk about, is the band going to be this way the whole show? I wonder if the crowd will be.
Right.
And they are. They're just, the crowd is into every song here. This is great. Great for both. It's very simpatico when you got the crowd into every performance. It just fuels the band. It fuels the band. It fuels the crowd. It's just a great experience. I've been to some shows where the crowd's not as into it as I am into the band. I'm like, come on, guys. It's kind of frustrating. All right, Nathan, you ready for the next one?
I'm ready for it. What is it?
You want me to do a segue, don't you?
No. I'm already queued for it, so I know you're going to try and work it in.
Did you
You're
ever
gonna work it in? Yeah,
No.
Here it goes. Yeah.
I was reminded we did Saturday Night Live. We did a Saturday Night Live reaction today, right? Mm-hmm. To Harry Styles and Saturday Night Live. We did a reaction today on our Twitch.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
We did.
Did you ever remember Dana Carvey on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember when he used to do that bit? Broccoli. When he would talk about broccoli?
No.
Oh, you don't remember that?
Is that the name of the song? Is Broccoli?
Oh, it is. I come on. I kind of that's a proper segue. Broccoli. You can Google that.
When I was a teenager, my brother and sister, not my youngest, but my brother and sister and I,
right,
and a mutual friend of ours, I'll tell you offline, made a song with broccoli as one of the words in the song.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And the song is called Peas and Carrots.
Okay, interesting.
Someday I'll play that live for everybody to see.
Boy, can't wait.
Yeah, it's a real great song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Broccoli.
Broccoli. I was going to say, this is not a single, but this is from their first album, and it was a bonus track from their first album. So there you go. Yeah.
All right. Bonus.
Everything was going just the way I planned. The broccoli was done. She doesn't know that I'm a virgin in the kitchen, 'cause it's normally my mom. But then she called me and that's when she said to me, she wants to come in round the tea. I should've known much better, but it's so hard I can't forget her. She keeps playing me around, but I'm trying so hard to impress her, but she puts me under so much pressure, and I just wanted her to let me know she cares. Blowing out the candles now, and that's the way she treats me. I'm a fool, and everyone will tease me now, and rumors start to spread around the school. They say that I'm a loser, but that girl's so cruel. But I keep feeding her my view. Yeah, I should've known much better, but it's so hard I can't forget her. She keeps playing me around. much better. She keeps playing me around. Oh, but I'm trying so hard to pretend. She puts me under so much pressure, and I just wanted her to let me know. Yeah, I should have known much better, but it's so hard I can't forget her. She keeps playing me around, but I'm trying so hard to impress her. She puts me under so much pressure, and I just wanted her to let me know that she cares. Who's feeling?
Okay.
All right, what's your thoughts?
Why don't you go first on this one? Yeah, go first.
Yeah, this is great. This is a great song. Interesting that it was a bonus track. This again from their first album, I said. So they're showing some of that song maturity that I think we've heard already from their later songs early in their career. But I can maybe see why they didn't have it as a. I don't know what sound they might have been going for, so to speak, on their first album. But this is because it's kind of slower, melodic, and stuff. But yeah, but I think it's a well composed, great song.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, again, it's kind of, you can see the age to it. Like it sounds. If even if I didn't know that, I would say, oh, this is probably some of their more earlier stuff.
Right.
You know, even if you hadn't told me, I would have guessed that already. Just because it fits into that sound that we'd heard from other performances. Having said that, the way that it's performed here, I'm glad that we saw this version of their performance. Their like mature version of it. Yeah.
Sweet potato pie.
Yeah.
All right.
Recording.
All right, here we go. Let's continue with this awesome concert. This song, Nathan, is called Wild and Young. It's from their latest album, so this is cool. So this is the first song of the concert from their latest album. And this was not released as a single from this album. It is track 11 of 12 on said album. So here we go.
Okay.
Wild and young. Time
pause it there.
Okay, what do you think?
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I mean, this is kind of what I suspected and hoped for as the albums have progressed, as they've gotten older, as he has his love for Bruce Springsteen. You can see it there. Yeah. That E Street Band feel to this song, that power of Bruce, the way he plays the guitar. If he's channeling his hero, that's fine by me. That song is it's a great anthem, wild and young. It just feels like, baby, we were born to run. It feels that same type of energy and I love it. I absolutely love it. I think the next two songs we're going to listen to actually are from the newest album. So that's great. They're doing their new album part of the concert now, and I'm really looking forward to hearing more from the newest album. Yeah.
Okay, I guess they all wrote on this one on that last song. Yeah. Which is cool.
Yeah, and I love this. The same guys, right? It's my understanding it's the same 4 young lads who have been on all 5 albums. So that's really cool. This is really a group, a group of friends, and not sometimes it's friends or or people become friends in the band. I don't know how they form, but I'm almost suspecting they were friends before they formed. I know it sounds silly, but there's some bands that I've listened to and enjoyed throughout the years, but they literally, it doesn't really matter, but I can't think of which band, but it's more times than not, like especially back in the 80s, they would actually say looking for guitarists, looking for bassists, they get these adverts and people would come and apply for the position. And also these bands, became friends, these members, but I suspect these guys were friends and then they got, became band type thing. Like they were truly like doing this in the garage together before they got big type stuff. You get that feeling.
No, I guess what I it was kind of cool. I'm glad that you went first because I picked up on the Bruce stuff right away. I'm getting better at recognizing when it's more of an homage to, and that one felt like, oh yeah, this is like got Bruce all over it.
Right.
Yeah. Shut up, you kid.
No, it's my daughter has her friend over. All right. If you hear them, they're just running around. I didn't close my bedroom door, but okay. All right. So the next one, Nathan, they're going to talk for a little bit apparently, but then the next song after the little talking to the crowd is called "Hap Penis." Hap Penis. What? That's what it's called. I don't know why it's so funny. I'm glad that makes sense.
It's like that was a joke when we were like so young.
I'm a 10-year-old boy trapped in a 47-year-old man body. What is wrong with me? Well, like, what is seriously? Something's wrong with me. I apologize. Okay. All right.
What are you saying?
They need some water.
Saying get off the what? The stage? Okay. People of Rio! Can you guys do something for me?
Dougie does all the talking.
Harry, what's the magic word?
First of all, where's Tom? Tom?
Where'd he go?
Let's get him a drink.
Oh, hi, Tom.
He quits the band.
The word is de-steaming his glasses. The word is pulo. Pulo.
You understand pulo? Okay, we'll do practice. Wait. We practice, okay?
Show him how to pulo, Dougie.
Okay, you got that?
You're good at pulo. Jump, 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 jump. When everybody jumps, we bring the song in. Oh.
Oh, I guess this is growing up, not happiness.
Oh, my bad. Oh, yeah, it is growing up. Right, sorry. Oh. right, my apologies. Now, I think it's funny that they're talking about there's nothing we can do about growing old, but we can do something about growing
Plenty
up.
we can do about growing up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's me. I haven't grown up. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's a very apropos of that song. So, anyways, great song. And it's also from the latest album. So, again, I mean, we're just talking about The Wild and Young was kind of a more, I hate the term mature, but it's a little bit more adult contemporary compared to that with this song. They kind of, it's that old school McFly feeling, a little bit
Goes
of
back
punk
to the,
it's great, yeah.
And this is a newer song from their newest album, so they're still putting out songs in that same vein that sound like their old stuff, that's good. It's good that they were willing to still be consistent over time.
Okay, the wife is asking for something. Can you just pause recording? Just pause recording. I'll be right back.
Pause recording. There we go. All right.
Okay, so this song is now Hot Penis. The one we're gonna.
Jeez.
What is wrong with me? I'm sorry. Everyone, I do apologize. Christina, if you want your money back, I understand.
She was hoping you would say it, probably.
Oh, good. All right, I did. I think Pixie's always disappointed in me.
I know. I always feel like Pixie's like, oh, these guys. Why do I keep coming back?
We ask everyone, why does anyone even bother watching us? We have no idea. All right, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, can you guys dance? Can you dance?
Wait, Rio, that was shit. Try again.
Can you fucking dance?
That's more fucking like it, Rio.
Hey, we taught Tom the moves tonight. Do you remember Tom? Okay, Danny, let's show him.
Do this again.
Show him, Bush.
having this.
Okay, I got a quick question.
Yes, please.
Is the original song, does it have that same like horns and that same beat, or was that kind of adapted for like
South
Brazilian music? That's what I'm curious about, because that beat had like a Brazilian kind of feel to it. Just, I don't know, kind of a Latin Brazilian feel. And I'm just curious if the track, like the in studio track, sounds the same. So just out of curiosity, what?
I bet you that sounded like the studio.
Okay.
I bet. But I could be wrong. So let us know in the chat. Also, we forgot to mention, I saw I heard in the chat that Mark Hoppus sang the previous song on the studio track. Like, he helped sing. He's part of Blink-182. So that's It's funny I see that, because I would say, like, if you heard of a concert bill that had Blink-182 and McFly opening for them, let's say, I could see that, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, this very it'd be a very easy transition to hear one band over the other band. Yeah.
Okay, so Christina's thing's pretty close.
Pretty close. Okay, so maybe it was a little added flair, like you're saying there, Nathan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. So.
Well, looks like you're not alone on that.
Oh shoot! Beat me to
What?
it.
What? What?
You beat me to it. Do
you have the list too? No, you can't.
Now I do.
No, that's my job. This is my job. That's so funny. If you have it too, then we're just going to compete with each other. Okay, like we're not going to have natural conversations anymore. It's just going to be like...
That's going to be the fun part.
Hilarious. What?
Hilarious. You're like Marge Simpson or something?
No, it's Krusty the Clown.
Krusty.
I could do the sisters, I think.
Hilarious.
Hey, Marge. Yeah, Bart gave me a pack of cigarettes. Marge, your husband's an idiot. Okay.
All right.
Alrighty. What do we got? Oh, so Nathan, what we have next is Not Alone. This is from their first studio album again. We're going back to the beginning.
Back to the roots.
Yeah. And this song was not a single, though it is the last track on the album. There you go.
Okay.
Interesting. On the standard edition. Yeah. All right. Last track. Let's check it out.
Go.
Two lost souls swimming in the fishbowl, year after year.
Step I take.
Just sound like a
Now they think I'm a fake, but I'm not alone. No.
I was just wondering what the slow song sounded like.
Yeah.
And I get on the train on my own, and my tired radio keeps playing tired songs. That there's not long to go. Oh, and all I wanna do is just go home. Yeah, but I'm not alone. No, no, no. I'm not alone. People in before the close. I will. Yeah. Every day seems to be the same. They just swear. Yeah. They just don't care. They just don't care. They just don't care.
My goodness.
But I'm not alone.
Man.
I'm not alone. No, not alone. 1, 2, 3, say. No, no. Na 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 na. But I'm not alone. Obrigado.
Okay.
Oh wow. He's
Yeah.
grown on me more. Like I think I was every time I've watched McFly, I'm always like, "Oh, Tom, he's so funny and cute
Sure,
and
sure,
whatever."
sure.
And he does this little thing, and he reminds me of the kid that I taught years ago.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
But Danny's like powerful. I'm surprised. This is like almost halfway. Well, it is halfway through, or more than halfway
Right.
through the concert, and he could still pull off a scream like that without destroying his voice.
Yeah.
You know, he's already sang like almost 10 songs, almost 12 songs, and to be able to just hold that note that's so impressive. Yeah.
Sorry, they have 6 studio albums. I said this was their 5th and latest. Sorry, that was my bad.
Oh.
This is their 6th. They have 6 studio albums. But they had a bit of a break here. So they were active from 2004 to 2010, and they did 5 studio albums in those 6 years.
Okay.
So 2004, 5, 6, 8, 10, and then it looks like they had a 10-year hiatus. Do you just want to let us know in the chat what that? I think was it one of them had a drug problem? I could be wrong. Let us know in the chat. I think that might have been mentioned before. Okay.
I mean, that's kind of how life is, right? Like you either
Yep.
sink or swing, you sink or sing. That's just how it goes.
So they were opening for One Direction on tours in 04, so 14 to 15. So why the 10-year break between studio albums? Yeah. So Danny's awesome. Yeah, I'm Team Danny too. I love them all. Like, they're all great, but there's always somebody kind of. Yeah, Danny truly is a great front man. He's the front man. And are they planning on working this? It's been 2 years almost now. I guess 2023 is around the corner. Are they doing an album? Are they working on a 7th album right now? I'd be very curious to know that. I mean, they're still together. This was just filmed in 2022, so they're still together performing, and they sound great. I just hope they're working on another album. Okay, so now, Nathan, the next song. We're back to their latest album, Young Dumb Thrills. The song is Sink or... Did you say that already?
Yes.
What? Sink? What did you say?
Sink or sing.
What context did you use it again? What did you say?
I said it's a tough world. You just got to figure out how to sink or sing.
No worries. We'll move on.
Oh, come on. Why is it always all about you?
No, it's not about me. I'm saying no worries. Yeah. Now we're acting like kids watching Dragon Ball Z on TV.
Well, from my POV, that's the way it looks.
Okay, now you having the picture has totally corrupted my bit.
Oh dear.
Okay. Are we stopping there?
No, we're going to continue, aren't we?
Or I thought we were going to finish the set list with that bit, but I guess not. All right, let's go. Shall we?
All right, here we go. Sink or sing?
Sink or sing?
Danny, Danny, Danny. Oh, is it Tom's turn?
Oh, a new album comes out next year. I think we'll have to do a McFly album listen. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
It is a Tom song on the piano.
Ooh.
Why the fuck did I wear a jacket?
That. Whatever it takes, or how
This is the middle of a concert.
We'll
about
be
2/3
right
way through.
here,
Yeah, waiting for you.
Life's a song that I've never heard. How am I meant to know the words? Everyone but me knows the melody perfectly. I don't know how I got this far. When did life even get this hard? Everyone but me sings in harmony perfectly. But don't give in when breathing is the hardest thing. You're either gonna sink or sing. Whoa. You thought you'd given everything, when suddenly a voice within that knows you're gonna sing or sing. When you got down, make yourself loud and scream your heart out. Find it hard just to speak sometimes. How am I meant to know the lines? Everyone but me knows the final scene perfectly. When did I turn invisible? It feels like I barely hear it all. Everyone could see all the worst in me perfectly. But don't give in when breathing is the hardest thing. You're either gonna sink or sing. Whoa. You thought you'd given everything, when suddenly a voice within that knows you're gonna sink or sing. When you got down, make yourself loud and scream your heart out. Oh.
Okay, so right on the heels of a song where he just literally screamed,
Right.
is another song where he screams.
Yeah.
And he's still got the tone. He still has like, I can't hear any like degradation in his voice. It's still like, he's still got this like solid voice. It's amazing. Yeah, he's an amazing singer. I didn't realize how good of a singer he was. So that's really cool.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, that was...
I might be slipping to Team Danny.
Well, I mean, poor Tom. I just played the piano for him, though. No, I mean, again, they're all great. Tom is awesome. They have unique, fun personalities. But yeah, I mean, the more you watch this, I kind of sensed it right away. You know, I'm just smarter than you, but no, you can tell Danny's definitely, he's the front man. You can kind of tell he's the guy, right? He's he's got that rock gravelly voice. I love that. And he's a better singer than Bruce. I mean, ultimately, Bruce is the king and he's the incredible songwriter. But I think this guy, I would love to hear. I wonder if he does any Bruce covers. That'd be interesting.
That'd be great. Yeah.
It would be kind of interesting to hear. Anyways, yeah, he's just wailing there. I love it. And it's kind of weird to see him without a guitar again, because it's like, you guess we're used to him holding a guitar. But yeah, he can sing. He's got the rock voice, man. I just love it. Like, it's almost. I mean, I love their pop punk rock stuff. It's fun, but after you hear that, you're like, have they cheated themselves out of some? I wonder. You know what I mean by that? Like some power ballad type stuff. And I'm wondering if they're going to do that with their latest album that's going to come out next year. Apparently, a 7th album is coming, so it'll be interesting to see what direction they go as they get older and become more contemporary. As a lot of artists do when they get older. You know, you can't keep singing about high school girls, so you get older. They probably have families now. Some of them, I would suspect. So, okay.
Well, I'd say if you're worried about whether or not they're going to sing about, those kinds of things, no worries, Ryan. The next song is for you.
We've already done. We're not repeating the bits. We've already done it. Again, you're making this all about you. Like. All right. So I'm
gonna pass out.
This song, Nathan, is from the greatest bits, B-sides, and rarities. So this is a song that they made or released for that package. So there you go.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Give it up for Danny!
Past strawberry fields, smelt the summertime. When it gets dark, I'll hold your body next to mine. Then we'll find some wood, and hell, we'll build a fire. And then we'll find some rope and make a swinging tide.
Captivated by the way you look tonight, the light is dancing in your eyes. Your sweet eyes.
Times like these we'll never forget. Staying out to watch the sunset. I'm glad I shared this with you. You set me free. Show me how my life could be. How did this happen to me? Yeah.
Nice harmonies.
Then I'll sing you go until you fall asleep. When you wake up, you'll be lying next to me. We'll go to Hollywood, make you a movie star. I want the world to know how beautiful you are.
Captivated by the way you look. Tonight the light is dancing in your eyes. Your sweet eyes.
This band is, I mean, this crowd is into everything. They got like, you know, every song, every lyric.
Yeah.
It's great.
We got no secrets to be told. Nothing we don't already know. Bum, bum, bum. We got no fears of growing old. We got ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba.
One more time!
Right.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's fine. So, from the little research I did, let us know in the chat there on Twitch, folks. That song was written by the guys from Busted. Remember when they did their super band, McFly and Busted together? So the Busted members wrote that song. So I don't know if that was an original song Busted did, and then they just covered it here because the crowd knew the lyrics. So let us know if this crowd is just like obviously they're McFly fans, so. But they were singing along like every lyric. So, do they know that because of the B-side release, or also these are the same fans of Busted as well? If that makes sense. Or was that a McBusted song?
I'm curious if is Busted still around?
I think so.
Okay, because maybe they absorbed that song. You know what I mean?
Right. So let us know in the chat there. Yeah, that was a fun night. So this is the middle of the show. So that's great. They've not brought everything down, but this it's acoustic, vocal, slow songs, and I got a feeling pretty soon here we're gonna start transiting to the end of the show where it's gonna go back to the punk rock fast jump up and down. The band's got to rest a little bit, so they. So McFly, Busted, kind of the same fan group. I feel like so it's like okay, but was that okay? So the question is, according to Wikipedia, that song was written by the guys in Busted. But did Busted ever perform that song? If that makes okay.
Oh, I see. I wonder if it was written during their McBusted time. Though.
Yeah. Tom was in Busted for like about 24 hours. Interesting. Okay. All right. So the next song is All About You. Yes, and it's from their album Wonderland. So we're going back to Wonderland, and Wonderland was their second album.
Okay.
All right. And this is this is the first single from that album.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it looks like we're already back up to here we go. Yeah.
Okay, Pixie's saying this is their most popular song ever.
Oh, okay. This is their Enter Sandman, so to speak, of whatever.
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
It's all about you. It's all about you, baby. It's all about you. It's all about you.
Yesterday you asked me something I thought you knew, so I told you with a smile. What? Then you whispered in my ear and you told me to. Said you make my life worthwhile. It's all about you.
And I would answer all your wishes if you asked me to. But if you deny me one of your kisses, I don't know what I'd do. Hold me close and say 3 words like you used to do. Dancing on the kitchen tiles. It's all about you. Yeah. Hold me close and say 3 words like you used to do. Dancing on the kitchen tiles. Yes, you made my life worthwhile. So I told you with a smile. Give me a smile. It's all about you.
It's all about you, babe.
It's all about you. It's all about you.
It's all about you, baby.
It's all about
It's
you.
all
about you.
One more time. Come on. It's all about you.
It's all about.
Cool. I have a question about this one. Because I mean it sounds like this one was like a very popular song. Did they do is this like the acoustic version of the song? Is the original like more electric, a little heavier, or is this kind of like that's kind of what you would hear on the album? I'm just curious.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I was thinking the same thing. I was wondering that too. Yeah, it's a very nice song. You can see why the girls would like this one. It's very nice. It's very sweet. Love the harmonies. It's very reminiscent of like a Beatles, Beach Boys. Type
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, that's.
Yeah.
Oh, this is how it sounds. So this is
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I mean, it wouldn't be my favorite song, but I get why it is. I mean, I think you and I kind of lean towards their later stuff as far as like, but it's a nice song, of course. But it's interesting the fandom. That's a big song in the fandom. So
Yeah, it sounds like a 50s, 60s.
yeah, like a
almost doo-wop sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they did a very good job of it. A very
Yeah.
good job. Okay, so we're gonna do the two more for our part 2 here, and then it'll be POV, and then we'll just roll. Well, we'll talk about POV, but then we'll roll
Dragon
into
Ball
Corrupted.
first.
Oh, sorry, we're doing.
Dragon Ball, then POV.
Yeah, we'll do 2 more. So that's right, and then we'll So Dragon Ball, then POV. So Dragon Ball, my understanding, Nathan, it was actually done for the Dragon Ball movie. And or something, and then it was leaked. The demo was leaked, but they didn't use the song after all, or something like that. Sorry, we keep saying POV. It's point of view. We know. We just the document we're looking at. The person who wrote the document shorthanded it to POV. So our apologies. Okay. Hey. Anyways, regarding Dragonfly, Dragon. Okay, you know what? Anyways, it's a song from a cartoon. Let's just. Piano, interesting.
Picking up the pieces of my heart left on the floor, like it was written in the stars that I was made for something more. I'm a woman, I'll be fine in everybody's war. Will I survive?
It's a little bit of an Elton John sound here.
This is the story of my life, and it's as sad as all.
I can
Well,
totally
they made
see.
a. Sorry, I was gonna say they made a big mistake not allowing that to be on the soundtrack. If that was the case.
Well, I could imagine, like, I've only seen like snippets of Dragon Ball Z cartoons, and it's anime, right? But it's like, it's kind of that flashy anime, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can imagine that music going along with that kind of animation. Like, it fits well. Yeah, that's all I was gonna say.
So Christina said that they did write it POV on their album. So you know what? I'm so you know what? So people were correcting us. And then we said the right thing, and now, anyways, okay, I can't keep up. Anyways, okay.
Anyway, good song.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It was a fun song, but that fits in anime. Like you can see, like I don't know the characters, but the Dragon Ball characters are flying through the air and they do those voices they always do. I don't know. I think I know what the Dragon Ball Z guy looks like. He wears like a red shirt or something, black hair, and spiky or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right.
I wouldn't be able to tell you. That's
okay. We're just a couple of old dads, dorky dads. We don't know anything.
Dorky dads.
Okay, last one for part 203 of our journey of this amazing show. They really are putting on a full show here. It's really good. The crowd's getting their money's worth, man. Like, like for sure. I've been to major acts where they only play like an hour and a bit, and then they're done.
Yeah. One note I want to say is we're in the
please.
We're in the second third of this. Yeah. What's the drinking with the Queen there?
Rest in peace.
The second third of the song of the album, or right?
Yeah,
performance. Nope, I can't. Second third, and they've got the energy. Like that's what I said that earlier. Will they be able to keep up the energy? So far, so good. We'll see how they. Because often some bands I've seen when they're doing their final set, they're just like. They're just like trying hard to like have the energy but they don't have it yet. So let's see if they can hold it up. Anyway.
Okay.
Point of view. Also known as POV.
Yes. Or POV, also known as point of view.
Yeah, that's different.
Getting tired of asking. This is the final time. So did I make you happy? Because you cried an ocean when there's 1,000 lines about the way you smile written in my mind, but every single word's a lie. I never wanted everything to end this way. You could take the blue sky and turn it gray. I swore to you that I would do my best to change, but you said it don't matter. I'm looking at you from another point of view. I don't know how the hell I fell in love with you. I never wish for anyone to feel the way I do. Is this a sign from heaven for showing me the light? Was this supposed to happen? I'm better off without you, so you can leave tonight. But don't you dare come back and try to make things right, 'cause I'll be ready for a fight. You know I never wanted everything to end this way. You could take the blue sky and turn it gray. I swore to you that I would do my best to change, but you said it don't matter. I'm looking at you from another point of view. I don't know how the hell I fell in love with you. I never wish for anyone to feel the way I do.
That's the most of the crowd we've seen.
Yeah.
Be very careful to just keep it on them. Is this a new song?
No, well, this is Corrupted.
Oh. Are we just gonna do it?
Might as well. We've already heard the song, but we'll stop after this, yeah.
Yeah.
From the same album.
Yeah.
Falling through the floor, diving in too deep, underneath your skin.
So good, you got to abuse it.
This is the performance we've seen of this, right?
Choose you up when you feed it.
I can't.
Okay, sorry. Oh,
Too much for you. Too much for me. I still wanna be corrupted.
So let's convince ourselves it's all under control. A stone that we can break. But is this what we want? 'Cause we might miss the head. You know it feels so good to make the same mistake.
So good, you got to abuse it. Too fast, and sometimes you lose it. It chews you up when you feed it. But everyone needs to too much for you. 'Cause you're too much for me. I still wanna be corrupted.
Do you remember how it started? The fairy tale got twisted and decayed. The innocence has all been broken. How do we get this way, Rio?
So good, you got to abuse it. Too fast, and sometimes you lose it. It chews you up when you feed it. But everyone needs to
So good you got to abuse it. Too fast and sometimes you lose it.
I love that part.
You open to beat it. But everyone needs to wait. Now I too much for you. 'Cause you're too much for me. You still wanna be. And I still wanna be
Yeah, I can see why we were given Corrupted.
Yeah,
first.
okay. Yeah. I was thinking this exact. This was from Christina, I think, as well. Christina, did you give us this song from this performance? I can't remember.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
But I wanted to say about the last song, about the POV,
Yeah.
or point of view.
Yes. Yeah.
It's so cool to see Tom, who I still think, he's my favorite.
Yeah.
Have that versatility to kind of like back and forth between the piano, and like I'm always curious about like people's journeys, like I just to be able to be confident to do that takes a while. And he just looked like he's just like, yeah, no problem. Like I wonder if that was like he's always been that way, almost like born with it, or if like his musical journey. I'd be curious to know what his journey is like, just because of again this kid that I keep every time I see him, it reminds me of the same kid.
Sure.
He was born like with all kinds of abilities. Like when I got this kid he was like grade 7 when I got him, and I followed his career since then. He was gifted. Like he was playing Rush drum beats. at grade 7. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and
wow.
and could like nail it. And he's so good. Anyway, okay. Tom went to theater school as a kid. Interesting. Okay. So this is where this all came from. Was when Christina, when we watched this, we said we wanted to see this concert. So this is kind of why we're doing it. So.
Yeah, because I think we exactly said like we kind of want to see everything that has to do with McFly like now.
Yeah,
this is like perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. So I want to hear all their hits or their big songs.
Yep.
How they sound now as the older gentlemen that they are now, and just they're killing it on this show. So apparently we'll only have 5 songs left. So what we'll do is we'll still save that for part 3. We'll end strong, and we'll do part 3 very soon this week at the time of this recording. And I'm really that's a great song, and Christina knows our rock love of rock, and so that totally turned us on to say we gotta see more from these guys. But these guys have. I'm highly impressed by this show for a first time viewing of a band that I'm not familiar with, to watch each song and hear every song for the first time live. I mean, it's very strong performances, great musical act, great live vocals. I mean, they're killing it. But yeah, we'll save our final thoughts for part 3. All right.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, Nathan. The next song of this performance is from their second album, called Wonderland. And this track is called Too Close for Comfort. There you go.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So before we go into the next little bit here, I knew there was an artist that Tom's voice reminded me of, and I wasn't quite sure. And like, now that I watched him again today, because we've done this over like 3 days,
Right.
He reminds me of just a little bit. No, certainly not how he looks, but the sound of his voice sounds like Geddy Lee. He's got kind of a Geddy Lee sound. He doesn't look anything like Geddy Lee, because Geddy Lee looks like an alien.
Well, okay, interesting. Okay, it's
Some
a
people
higher
are going to get
voice.
at me for that.
No. Well, you picked a big name in the music world as far as accomplishments. I'm not a big Rush fan myself, so maybe that's a little bit of my. I can kind of hear that high, but I think he's a better singer than Geddy.
Yes, yeah, and that's what I'm trying to say. Is like it's like Geddy Lee, but with like more vocal training.
Sure.
Oh, the Rush
okay.
fans are going to be.
Oh yeah. The Rush fans are watching this McFly reaction. Sure. McFly is too low for Rush fans, right? You know, they're not doing complicated signature changes and. Anyways,
Yeah.
this is it's a great song. I love how all three guys again singing those sharing the vocal duties. It's great, and I'm quite glad I get to watch it live first, because when I listen to the studio version, I'm starting to know their voices a little bit. So Tom and it's Tom. Is it Mike? Not Mike. The bass player's in Dougie. Is that the bass player's name?
Yeah.
I definitely know Dan's voice. Okay, but I would say I wonder in the studio version if I would know it as well between Tom and Dougie.
I think I could pick out Dougie's voice.
Okay.
Christine is a Rush fan.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. I'm not a Rush fan. Look at me. I do 100 signature changes, and you can't tap your foot properly. All right. What? I just want to hear rock and roll. This is why I I just want to hear rock. You know, I want to hear harmonies and rock and roll, and guitar solos, and just fun. And it doesn't have to be.
Okay.
I think that's Rush's third single from their second album. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
I think it's time that I shine a light on the next one.
Okay. Before you do, I would like to say this is now. Let us know in the chat. I noticed it's almost an hour and 40-minute concert, and this is the only song from this album, the whole show. Now every band has that, where there's a couple, an album or two or whatever, depending how long their career is. Sometimes they never play. So the bigger your career, the more albums you have to choose from. Some albums kind of get. So is this Above the Noise, released in 2010? Is this album not really? Is this a sore spot for the band? Is it not a very? Because out of their hour and 40-minute set list, this is the only song they picked.
Yeah.
The only one. So let us know in the chat why that might be. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Here we go.
Rio! This is our last night on tour. Thank you so much for giving us such an amazing time. We're sorry we left it so long. We promise we won't leave it 10 years again next time. Should we do this again soon?
Yeah. If we come back, are you guys all coming to see us again?
No. That's our last time.
Okay, deal.
We'll have a new album. It's really good. It's called Shine a Light, goes to this.
It's funny. They're like, they hear the chorus. Oh, that song. I didn't hear what you said. Oh, yeah.
Tell me, are you feeling strong? Strong enough to love someone and make it through the hardest storm. And
gonna do an encore. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Keep playing, but stop at the song.
Okay. Well, while Ryan's going to the bathroom, we're waiting for the encore. What's going on here? He has no belt. His pants are falling off. Ryan has a tiny bladder. Just gonna say that. I was not here. Okay, I'll tell you what you missed.
Sorry.
So Danny comes off, obviously, lights out, whatever, and then he fixes his belt with some duct tape because his pants were falling down.
Adorable.
Yeah, I wanted to say about that last song, though.
Of course. Yeah, I want to hear. Yeah,
that it was. It's a very positive song. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like it has a very upbeat feel to it. And I wonder if I'm curious about that album now. About like you said, like it's the only song from that album. In our chat, Christine said it wasn't really I guess that album isn't liked as much. I'm curious to know why. Is it just is it a repetition of their sound, or what's the reason for that? And then my other question.
This is a great song. I really liked it. It's a great song.
And then I'm curious because that song, it had these like as it kind of got going by the end, he was doing kind of chukka-chukkas on the guitar, like ding 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 ding. It just had a different sound than I'd say a lot of their other music. Is that indicative of that album? That sound was on that, or
it sounded a little bit more, maybe less pop punk band sound, a little bit more adult contemporary, which I enjoy because I'm an old man, right? So I like that song a lot. I thought it was a great song, and they did play it right before the encore, so like a mini closer, as they say. Now we're told here, Nathan. So the next song, when they come back, is called "Falling in Love," and that's back to the album Radioactive. They've done a few from that one. And then and then it will be a pause, and then they do two songs sort of like back to back. We can't really pause apparently, so it's going to be "The Heart Never Lies." It's a track from their greatest hits. Like sometimes I guess you do a new track when you release great hits, right? And then "Five Colors Into Her Hair," which we've heard.
Yeah.
From the okay, so we'll do "Fall in Love." We'll pause and talk about that, and then when we play the last two songs, we'll just hear them together. Going. Yeah, because apparently they kind of bleed into each other. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Every day feels like a month.
All right. So another great song. I mean, I'm sounding repetitive here. I mean, it's funny. I almost didn't want to bring this up because I've been looking at the Wikipedia pages, right? Like to get these tracks, and the critics are very hard on these guys, and I'm just trying to get. Like the aggregate critics are very low scores, very underwhelming scores, and I don't know why they did. I'm like, they've played songs from every album. Now you could argue maybe every song they've played are only the good songs, but I don't believe that because they actually haven't played all their radio singles from every album, and obviously, like this fan base right here, they're singing songs that aren't singles. This isn't just a singles fan group, if that makes sense. Like they're singing songs that are not radio releases. That they're, I forget which one it was, but earlier it was a non-single release, so you had to listen to the album. They were singing every line. So I mean, I know there's detract, but it's like every album's like kind of like a C plus score and everything. Like I hear that song, I'm like that's I don't know. Critics are stupid too, but they're not always wrong in the sense of like we're critics, right? Like right now, I'm a critic. I don't have I'm listening to music and I'm enjoying like. Are they just better live? Is it better live? Do they like? I'm watching, listen to that song. And if you're to tell me that was ever 14 years old or whatever it is now already, I'm like that just sounds like a great. Their harmony, they sounded great. The harmonies, the acoustic guitar, the back and forth between Tom and Danny, like. I don't know. What do you thought? What am I being weird here, or what's going on?
No, I think if anything, then that's a great testament to their longevity, right? If they've suffered critics all along the way saying like, "Oh yeah, no, just like everybody else," da da da, and here they are, still together, still playing. Like watching them live here at like their most recent, I would say, it shows they're clearly accomplished musicians. Like they're, unless like we're just seeing like a bunch of fake stuff. You know what I mean? Like if this whole concert was fake and they're not actually playing the instruments and it's just all a big show, maybe then there's merit to that. But it's just like everything we've seen here demonstrates that these guys are great. And so I agree. It's kind of like how can they justify that with both the success, both the number of fans that keep supporting them. It's almost like maybe the music industry just got it out for them. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if they're comparing them to somebody else or what's going on here. Anyways, so we're going to listen to the last two songs of this concert because they kind of bleed into each other. But like I said, it's The Heart Never Lies from their greatest hits. And then lastly, from their first album, they're going to end with 5 Colors in Her Hair. And yeah, there we go. Let's just close this concert out. Let's do it.
Okay.
Some people laugh.
So sing along with every song.
Some people cry. Some people live. Some people lie. Some people run right into the fire. Some people hide their every desire. But we are the lovers. I know you believe me when you look into my eyes. 'Cause
got such a great voice.
Yeah. Got that rock yell, man.
Amazing. By the end of this concert, he's still yelling, he's still belting it.
Do we need more?
I'd have lost my voice in the first song.
Shall we give you more?
His voice cracked there for a second.
Are you ready to go fucking crazy? 1, 2, 3. She's got a lip ring and 5 colors in her hair. Not into fashion, but I love the clothes she wears. Her tattoos always in by her underwear. She don't care. That's my nipple. I do a house party and she everyone asks me, who the hell is she? That little with my colors in her hair. She's just alone now with a sexy attitude. I'd like to bone her 'cause she puts me in the mood. The room is spread about, she comes in the
I feel like this is their break.
And shaped by colors of
They're gonna go crazy. I can feel it.
She's just a widow with
Set it off, Tom!
everybody wants it all. How does she come with a new pay? Everyone I say, oh, who the hell is she? That widow with 5 colors in her hair. Let's go! 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody dance! Let's march up! Thank you very much, Brazil.
Love you all! Etiamo!
You always hope to come back, but it's over. You know, like
Yeah.
You always go to shows. House lights
Like-
come on.
Yeah. Don't go. Oh, is that it?
Yeah. It's always the worst feeling when a show ends because you waited so long. You don't want it to end, and then it does. You're like, oh. All right.
Okay. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I said this at the beginning of this,
I know what you're gonna
this
say.
whole thing. Was
Can I guess?
Can they? Yeah. Go ahead. Guess.
Yeah, well, I was gonna. Yeah. Oh, well, I wanted to bring back to that, so you're bringing it up. I wanted to see did they do what you asked? Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Did they keep the energy all the way through? And like obviously near the middle, they were kind of like it's almost they strategically put those slower songs
Right.
to kind of give them a bit of a break. But they were able to save their energy for the last, 'cause that, like they were all over the stage, you know,
Yeah.
and like just totally into that. It makes sense why they picked that song to be their closer, because it really showcases the energy of that band. I think that's the key part of McFly. Watching them on stage is they're a very energetic band. They're having a lot of fun all the time. They're always like moving around. That's what a good concert is to go to a concert and feel kind of like you're part of like this big, production, as opposed to I'd say other bands who are a lot, maybe the music is a lot more technical or a lot more, whatever, but they're maybe not moving as much. So I don't know. It was a very enjoyable experience overall.
Yeah, it was
this gave us a good, a great slice of McFly at the, at their most current, which is exactly what we asked for. So
it's perfect.
Yeah.
For this band, the time they are in their career, for the time that we started listening to them, thanks to our patrons, this is perfect. It's almost, the timing's perfect. This was just this year, 2022. They are coming out with a new album in 2023. Let's just say Nathan and I would love, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We would love to do a first-time reaction because I feel like now we've got a slice of this is what they sound like now. We got hints of their contemporary sound that they're coming up with now. We got slices of course, how they sounded when they were much younger. It sounds like they're and anyways, they're great live performers. I think we said this with another band that we just reacted to as well today, but this is a band that, obviously they have their fan base, but this is the kind of music and energy and singing and all the things that people say, oh, they're good. They're good singers. They play rock and roll. They should be bigger than they are. I should have already known who they are. I don't know why I haven't. I'm grateful I'm hearing them now, but it's always weird when these bands aren't bigger than they are.
Yeah, no, and maybe it has to do with those ratings. Maybe that's contributing to it.
I don't know. I don't know if it's that, because I hear you, and I hesitate even bringing that up because I don't.
I guess
care
what it
about
does,
ratings, but
what it does to me is it makes me just. I've always hated hearing the ratings, anyways. I really don't care. I never have, and so that just
it's just me, one person for whatever rating. But
even if the aggregate,
right,
the collective ratings don't it doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. This again, thank you so much, Christina. Wonderful, awesome gift to us at this time, recording your Christmas time. But we truly enjoyed it. Wonderful experience. I'm converted. I think we were not slow with McFly, but but this was a perfect this is what they sound like now.
Yeah,
this is how awesome they sound. Danny, Tom, we really have to see them perform. This is a great showcase. Now, when we listen to their next studio album, their 7th studio album coming out in 2023. It definitely is okay, this is where they're going. It'd be very interesting because I think this is the second part of their career. I would say this resurgence, they had an album in 2020, now they got 123, this great performance in 2022. I'm really hopeful the next 10 years we see some really cool stuff, and we got some good snippets of that sort of stuff coming up. So I'm excited.
Yeah. If anything, it might be the not that we are giving them that boost, but I can see them growing into it and creating more of a fan base, just because they're all each of them individually seems to bring a lot to the band where they're at now musically. And I would say if anyone discredits them and says, oh, they're not actually musicians, they have no ground to stand and say that. So
agreed.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Thanks so much. And we hope to see more McFly, and we'll see you guys on the next one.